Welcome to Business Connection. I'm Liz Spencer. We have a wonderful guest in studio today. It's Joe Chura, and he's the CEO of Dealer Inspire. Welcome, Joe. It's nice to have you.
Thanks for having me. It's great to be here.
Now, you have a great story. In about 2017, Cars.com acquired Dealers Inspired, set you up after you worked super hard to build that. And so you could be sitting on an island someplace. Why aren't you?
Well, if I was, the first thing I'd look for is Wi-Fi.
There you go.
I am a very motivated person, and we've built a great thing at Dealer Inspire. We have almost 700 employees, over 3,000 clients, and I feel it's my duty to grow what we've built, not run and do something else. I think that is I don't want to say the norm, but many founders do that. There's a lot to do, and since there is so much more work to be done, it excites me every day to come in, to meet with our teams, and to grow this business even more. Because even at the growth rate that we're at, there's still so much more potential.
Absolutely. And I think that every founder or somebody who started a company like you do, there's an internal fire that doesn't end with a sell. So that doesn't surprise me at all. Tell me a little bit about Dealer Inspire. You help car dealers, and car dealers help communities that they're in big time. So how do you help them?
So we provide marketing services to them and software solutions. Essentially, we help them build their websites. If you go to some local dealers around here, chances are you will see a Dealer Inspire work of art, which is their website. If you go to engage with a chat, we built our chat platform called Conversations. If you want to do more of the online buying process online, we have a tool called Online Shopper. So I come up with real obvious names for our solutions. And then we build a variety of other things like internal tools called Refuel, which helps us with advertising spend and helps us monitor that and be real efficient with dealers' ad dollars.
I think that you've really helped dealers meet customers where they are now. I don't know if they would have gotten there without somebody saying, hey, you guys have this, I have this, and how do we make it work together?
Yeah, it's a great point, and we're constantly working on something called native conversions, where it's not necessarily just about websites. If you're on Facebook and you're scrolling through Facebook, like one stat I heard recently was the average person on Facebook scrolls about 300 yards through with their thumb on a daily basis.
Good workout.
So I watch my wife, and if there's an ad there, it's a really interesting place and optimal to convert that consumer right there versus saying, hey, why don't you click this button and go off to a separate experience like a dealer's website. So we're building technology to help a dealer convert the customer where they're at.
And I think that's awesome. I think it's the next revolution, if you would. Now, one thing that companies don't often do, new ones and startups, is they don't really think about the culture and the company and giving their company and their employees values. Now, you have tenets, which are basically your values, and they're awesome. Tell me a little bit about why that's important and how you came up with that.
Well, it's important. In 2013, and I modeled this off a company called Moz, which used to be called SEO Moz back in the day, and I really admired them and their culture and their work ethic. And I said, if we're going to grow this company, what's really special about us today, and we had 30 employees at the time, was the values, the attitude of our people, and how do we maintain that as we grow? So these 5 kind of guiding principles we created, which help us not only with hiring, but help us make ourselves more in check. And the one I'm kind of the most proud of is giving. So I firmly believe that in order to get a lot in the world, you need to put a lot out. And it's not a quid pro quo thing. It's not like, hey, Liz, I'm going to help you do this and then give me X back. It's truly about doing the right things at the right time. And I think that creates good karma and it creates a better world, actually. So these tenets we created, and we focus on them on a daily basis. We have events like Refuel, and we have volunteer days, and we really try and give back the best we can. And then other things like learning, innovation, those are other guiding principles as well. But I really think when you look at giving back, the power of having almost 700 employees now allows us to do a lot of good in a very quickly and very efficiently.
That's awesome. I think you're very generous and giving and generosity to saying, I mean, you have helped other companies, you've helped NCTV just with giving us knowledge about SEOs and websites and things that we just didn't have and wouldn't have had the resources to go find. And you're like, hey, come on over, have a lunch and learn with us. And we get to interact with your employees get to interact with mine, and it just, as you said, it builds some good karma. Because you have young employees, I have young employees, so that's a good mix. Tell me a little bit about the Refuel event coming up.
Yes, thank you for asking. So Refuel was an event I created a few years back. It started off as a way to bring great speakers to my team. I was inspired by a conference I went to in 2015. I had back surgery earlier in my life. I had a heart issue. But after seeing a person speak at this conference I was at, I was motivated to run the Chicago Marathon. And just that was always in my head to say, how do I take that experience and allow my employees and my team to feel the same kind of thing? At the time, this was 2017, it was almost impossible to send 250 people to their own conferences. So I brought the conference to them. We had about, like I said, 300 employees, but we decided on Yellow Box Church. It's a great venue, great AV, just seemed like really right. In looking at the fact that it can host 1,000+ people, I said it'd be a waste if we get these speakers in and we don't fill this place up. So in 2017, we had our first Refuel, and Cedric King, who's the guy that I saw, he was our keynote. And he came in, we had 5 or 6 other speakers, and it's truly a day where we don't talk about marketing tactics, we don't talk about anything to do with really Dealer Inspire. It started off as a day just about my employees to truly refuel. And then it's expanded. So because we have that capacity and we still don't have 1,000 employees, we're getting closer. We expanded it to the people in the local area and our clients and so forth. So it's really turned into kind of a movement. And I'm proud to say that this year we're going to sell out. We're going to have over 1,000 people. We're going to have 50 clients there. We have some of the best speakers, I would say, in the world coming to Naperville to celebrate this day. And people that have been there in the past say that it is just a fantastic day because it's all about them. It's and the folks that say they're too busy to go to Refuel are the people that exactly need it. They need to take the day off and they need a break, because when you can reflect and you can refuel yourself, you become a better parent, a better spouse, a better friend, a better employee. The list goes on. We often just get in life and we're just in this daily grind and we don't take a step back because we're always so busy doing things for other people.
I agree. And just to add on to that as we wrap up, it's a little bit about being intentioned too. And that's part of learning to take time for you is to be intentioned. And so thank you for being here in Naperville and doing everything that you do. And bringing Refuel to us. I hope our viewers get a chance to go, and if not, they are going to get a chance to hear all about it. So thank you, appreciate it, and we wish you continued success.
Thank you very much. We love Naperville.
We'll be right back with more Business Connections. Stay tuned.